Do you remember your first new job? Not the paperwork, not the orientation, the feeling. You walked in not really knowing how things work. You didn't know the culture. You didn't know the routine. You didn't know the unspoken rules. You were just trying to figure things out. A few weeks later, something interesting happened. You started dressing like everyone else, talking like everyone else, taking breaks when everyone else took breaks, thinking about the job the way everyone else thought about the job. Maybe even complaining about the same things they complained about. Or feeling positive about the same things they felt positive about. And nobody sat you down and taught you any of it. It just happened. Looking back, that's kind of remarkable because most of us like to think we're making all of our decisions independently. But the truth is, environments are teaching us long before we realize we're learning. Over the years, I've worked in a lot of different environments, and I've noticed something interesting. Different environments often produce different versions of the same person. I've watched people become more productive simply because they were surrounded by productive people. I watched attitudes change when leaderships changed. I watched entire groups become more positive or more negative without anyone consciously deciding to change. And the more I observed, the more I started asking a different question. What if environments don't just contain behavior? What if they train behavior? Think about your own life. Think about a place where you felt energized, a place where your thinking felt clearer, where good habits seemed easier, where momentum felt natural. Most of us can remember a season like that. Now, think about the opposite, a season where distractions multiplied, where your attention felt scattered, where even simple things seemed to require more effort than they should have. What happened? Was it really your personality or was it the environment? I think many of us underestimate how much our surroundings influence us because we tend to think of our environments as background, something happening around us. But environments are constantly sending signals about what is normal, signals about what is expected, signals about what is rewarded, signals about what is tolerated. And whether we realize it or not, we adapt. A cultured environment trains one set of behaviors. An organized environment trains another. A negative environment trains one way of thinking. A constructive environment trains another. Even silence communicates something. Even disorder communicates something. Every environment is teaching. The question is, what is it teaching? This becomes even more obvious when you think about relationships. Some people seem to drain energy. Others seem to create it. Some conversations leave you exhausted. Others leave you clearer. Some environments create friction. Others reduce it. And over time, those influences accumulate quietly, consistently, often without us noticing. That's why I believe many people focus entirely on changing themselves while ignoring the environment that is shaping them every day. It's like trying to grow a healthy plant without paying attention to the soil. Now, this doesn't mean environment is everything. Personal responsibility still matters. Choice still matters. Effort still matters. But effort works differently when it's supported. And that's the part many people miss because force is expensive. Support is efficient. So before asking what's wrong with me, try asking, what is my environment training me to become? What habits does it encourage? What thoughts does it reinforce? What behaviors does it rewards? What behaviors does it quietly discourage? Because sometimes the fastest way to change a behavior isn't changing yourself. It's changing the environment that's keep producing it. Most people don't realize their environment is training them, but once you can see the influence, you can begin redesigning it calmly, clearly, independently. And once you redesign the environment, you may discover that changing yourself becomes much easier. Thanks for watching.